When it comes to being in a sequel of a already beloved franchise, what are you doing to try to move the needle forward as far as the technical side, but also with the story and characters?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's definitely a question we ask ourselves. Like, how do we evolve this? And definitely at the core, the spine of this is the characters themselves. How are they evolving? How are they growing? And in this one, we actually see Poppy and Branch, who were at odds and opposites in Trolls 1, have actually become a couple.
How do you strike the balance of humor for adults and kids to love?
Yeah, that's important. That's important. I mean, we make these movies, we go, they're absolutely for everyone. Or movies for humans, that's what we call it. So I think to find those moments, even within a single scene, is definitely a big value of ours.
Yeah, I mean, there's the joke that the kids are definitely going to get, and then there's the zinger behind it that goes to the adult level, and that's really when I think it's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Well, I love the animation. I love the style of how all these trolls look when it comes to just the felt and how you're utilizing like water with water beads instead. What were some of the aesthetic materials that maybe didn't make it in this film that was very cool?
That didn't make it. I mean, I'd say most of them did. As you can see, the worlds are so vast and so different.
I think we probably would want more costume changes.
We did want more costume changes. For Velvet Veneer specifically.
Yeah.
We love the costume changes. It was part of their characters, but that was one thing that we had to kind of pull back on as far as levels of complexity in the movie.
Yeah, like we determined, like, we can't move that robe because that's not very important, but we're going to use it anyway.
But really, there weren't that many limitations.
Yeah.
You know, the team is so smart here. We say what we want, and they find a way to get that.
Yeah, by like what's really important, like landing that gag, landing that character moment, that emotion, and then from there we can scale back on all the extravagance that everybody had planned in the beginning.
Right. Who is your favorite boy band?
That's a good one. I say the Bee Gees.
I'm going to say NSYNC.
Oh, that's a good answer. Hey, Justin's a big fan of Bee Gees.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
And they're also a family band, too. Like, there's a certain kind of, which we talk about in the film, like this idea of blood harmony. You know, that there's a certain alchemy, that family who sing together that really creates this magic trick.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.